and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A first down for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 8. Oh, you know he wanted that pick 6, but the offense is in business.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5. This defense is on its heels. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Utes will line up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. At the 45 on his way. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. They'll leave it with him. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Bishop. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
The Cornhuskers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Got him downfield. Got a lot of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Utes! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Touch pass on the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Snap it to the back. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll sneak it. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. And the Huskers are flying down the field. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football. to get outside the pocket. I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll try to pop the draw. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah.
Off he goes! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Oh, he spun away like a vapor. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the offense. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Shotgun snap on third down. Snags it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. He's looking to throw. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. The Huskers will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Drake. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. He'll set up to throw. They've got the screen set up. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Running back searching for a hole. Fights off a defender. At the 40, there he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense in press coverage. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And now on second down for this offense. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes the offense on second down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. It's a draw. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. He's now up to 52 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable third and long situation.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Utes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fair catch called for and made. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The play-action fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Little touch pass to the receiver. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
When you think about those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Oh, the QB so lucky that that one wasn't picked off. These are small windows to throw into down here in the red zone. Defense tipped it up in the air. A lot of defenders lurking around. Lucky that ball hit the ground.
The inside handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah! Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give to the back. He breaks a tackle.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Movement here from the tight end. They'll go to the ground. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires to the tight end. And is slipped out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Defensive coordinators always batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll go to the fullback. and they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Handoff to the single back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Huskers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think first and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on first down.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Utes in the hurry up.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the Utes want to move quickly.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires downfield. It's complete. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got enough space. Touchdown, Utes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Boston College managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Chestnut Hill for some time, no matter the final score. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree.
He's loose. Powers through. He's run out of bounds. Ford turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Utah!
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
That is a great example of the D-line playing with tremendous awareness. That player knew he was not going to get to the quarterback, wasn't going to sack him. So he slowed himself down, got under control, located the quarterback, and then got his big paws in the air to knock it away.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The DBs will back off a bit. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's straight. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Looking left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And they can get it to a 1-score game here, but they'll still need the ball back. And it's right down the boulevard. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
everything going their way right now. Last drive they score, special teams goes out, they execute the onside kick. You need a touchdown now. Can your offense deliver for you here late in the game?
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Fires to the right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Pitts. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. To the air on first down. He caught it. And he steps in just in the nick of time to get the touchdown they need. And now they need to cap it with a 2.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And that touchdown was huge, but you can't celebrate too long. To finish the deal, you got to have the 2-point conversion to tie the game. He's got it. The 2 is good, and we have ourselves a tie game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they've tied it up with clutch plays, the touchdown and the 2-point conversion in the final minute. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. Catch inside the 25. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. You get the big play, now to pay it off. First and 10 in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Field goal is good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if They can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's his 4th interception of the game. At the 35, he's got room. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Utes! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze, where do I need to